हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। तो आज हम सेकंड चैप्टर शुरू करें इंग्लिश पूर्वी क्लास 8 का, जो कि है विजडम पैप्स द वे। तो चलिए इसका रीडिंग करते हैं। पहले इसका रीडिंग हो, उसके बाद में इसका क्वेश्चन आंसर भी का भी वीडियो डालेंगे इसका। तो इसके अंदर दो पार्ट का है, सीन 1 और सीन 2 का। तो पहले सीन 1 पढ़ते हैं। तो इससे पहले देखते हैं क्या है कैरेक्टरिस्ट में। सेलेक्ट कर देते हैं। The king of Ujjain, a young king. Four young men on that ship that heard that did that. The merchant, the 2 centuries setting, at the road leading to Ujjain visible in the indentation later. The king court adorned with rich tapestries, tall pillars, and legal decor. The time is midday. Four young men, Ramdat, Shivdat, Haddat, and Devdat, are walking along a dusty road leading to Ujjain. They appear travel-worn, but resolute, their eyes fixed on the city that bloom ahead. The sun is high, and the distant noise of the bustling city faintly reaches them. Wife in his bro, we have earned from that weapon is prohibited from the home, yet the prospect of finding work still excludes us. Hunter, how does long has it been since we left our village? Save that. I believe that it has been over a week, perhaps even longer. From that 10 days to be present every day feel longer than the last lived 10 days are but a short span in the grand scheme of things. We may still have more roads to wander before we find employment benefiting all four of us. From that, if only we could secure an audience with the king of Ujjain, I am confident he could recognize our talents and appoint us for his service. Save that. I share your belief, David. And indeed, we ought to be united in this hope. That is why we press on towards Ujjain. Pausing thoughtfully, gaining an audience with the king is no simple task. We need to devise a strategy. Let us reach the city gates fast. Mm, we can deliberate once we are closer. As they walk around that, notice something on the ground. Save them. Look at friend camel has passed in this way. The tracks are fresh. Studying the tracks, yes, we let us observe them as we continue. They may tell us more than meets the eye. The four men continue walking, occasionally stopping to examine the camel tracks. They stand in every detail, exchanging glances but saying little. Ramdad, I have discovered something peculiar about these camels, though have I took some have noticed some strange detail. Smiling, it seems each of us learned something unique, yet I believe my discovery is unlike any of yours. Let us breathe a large tree, share your finding, but wait someone approaches in haste. Peering ahead, it appears to be a merchant running in pursuit by trouble. A merchant and judging by his countenance, he has lost something of great value, perhaps his camel. A merchant panting and in distress reaches the crew. He pauses, catches breath, and then addresses them anxiously. Breathlessly, good day, kind says. All for good day, brother. I seek your help. My camel has gone astray. Have you by chance seen it? Is there camel lamed in one eight by any chance? Surprise, yes. It is blind in right eye. Precisely, it is blind in one eye, in the right one, as you say. And it does have a short tail. Astonished. You describe it perfectly. Yes, it is a short tale. Tell me, sir, it has not been suffering from a pain in the stomach. Merchant, taken aback. How could you possibly know that? The poor creature has been unwell for 2 weeks now. Surely you are a healer. I will gladly pay your fee if you can cure it. But tell me, where is my camel? We regret to inform you that we do not know where it is. We have not seen your camel not even once. Indent. How that can be? You speak of my camel as if stood before you. Yet you dare to claim not to have seen it. You are deceiver. You must have stolen it and stole it off. I will take this matter to the king himself. You are free to do as you wish, sir. If the king desires your presence, I will sell waiting under the banyan tree yonder. I will not trust your words. I will not leave you here to sleep away. You shall come with me to face the king. Very well. We shall go to the king. They follow the merchant towards the king's city gates as they arrive at the palace and the merchant speaks urgently to a sentry. The sentry leads to the merchant inside. Scene 2. The king courts and the king of Ujjain sits upon the throne surrounded by courtiers. The grand hall is adorned with rich tapestries, tall columns, and a stone golden canopy. The king regal in his bearing and watches intently as the merchant sentry bow before them, commanding, "What is the matter that brings you to my court?" Said, "Your Highness, this merchant has come with a grievance against four travelers, accuses them of stealing his camel. Being for the accusers, Centribo and exist returned shortly with the poor young man and bore respectfully before the king, maintaining despite accused them. To the king, to the merchant, speak clearly, and I shall not tolerate any confusion in my court. Merchant, your majesty, these men know every detail of my mission camel, yet they insist they have never seen it. They are undoubtedly the thieves. How else could they know so much about it? King, turning to Ramdad, you speak, what do you know about this camel? Your Highness, I discovered that camel is lame in one of legs. And how did you deduce this? From the tracks on the road, I observed that only 3 feet in distant impression. The fourth was faint and indicating a limp. The pattern of the tracks told the tale of a creature struggling to bear his weight. Evenly nodding thoughtful, impressive observation. You have sharp eye indeed into see that and what you did you reason about his camel? Saved. I observed that the camel was blind in right eye. Your Majesty, how did you arrive at this conclusion? It had nibbled on foliage and to the left of the road, leaving the right side untouched. In the leaves of the right hung undisturbed as if unseen from his Adidas it could not see with its right eye. I noticed small drops of blood and the track led leaf from mosquito bites. A camel with a long tail could have ended up this paste with each. These small pigs told me of an animal lacking such a defense, hence the short tail. Impressed, your reasoned with great inside. So in both observations and deduction turn into that and what you did you observe that set you apart from companions. I noticed your majesty in that in the prints of the camel forbid were deep and clear, while those of the sound Hindu food were faint. This indicated that the camel was drying up it, in its hind legs, likely due to discovered it moved consciously burdened by pain in its belly, trying to spare itself further suffering with every step. Marveling. Extraordinary. You have not seen the camel yet you know intimately. Your reason is large and speaks wisdom that goes beyond mere sight. Turn into merchant. Your accusations are baseless and misguided. These are men of wisdom, not the thieves. Go and continue your search for your camel and be mindful of whom you accuse in the future. The merchant just nodded and embraced both deeply and exercised his face with readiness to the foreman. You have demonstrated a remarkable intelligence and the ability to see beyond the observation. Such minds are really highly valued in my court. Extend you the honor of becoming my advisor. Your counsel shall guide my decisions, and your wisdom shall be a beacon for my kingdom. What do you say to my offer? Stepping forward, Your Highness, is an honor we had not dared to dream of. We are humbled and deeply grateful for your trust in your abilities to serve a wise and just ruler like yourself is privilege we accept with our hearts. We shall dedicate ourselves in your service of offering insight and counsel in all matters you see fit. Rising from its throne, then let it be known across the kingdom that four new advisors stand by my side. May your wisdom shine upon Ujjain and guide us prosperity. The court erupted in applause as the king stepped down to greet his new advisor. The four men stand proud and humbled, their journey fulfilled in a manner they had never anticipated. Content. सो स्टूडेंट अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़ लाइक करें और सब्सक्राइब करें हमारे चैनल को. प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब प्लीज़ लाइक इन द वीडियो and subscribe our channel.